Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to learn how to improve our listening skills. If you've ever felt that native speakers talk too fast, or you can understand English subtitles but not real conversations, this lesson is for you. By the end of this explainer, you'll learn practical techniques that will help you understand spoken English more easily and become a more confident listener.
Have you ever experienced this? You're listening to someone speak English, and suddenly, the words just fly by in an absolute blur. You feel entirely lost. It is incredibly frustrating, isn't it? Your brain immediately tries to pause and figure out what that last word was. And honestly, this right here is the biggest mistake English learners make, trying to translate or understand every single word. When you do this, you immediately fall behind the speaker. You can't keep up. And eventually, you just want to give up. But don't worry, we're going to fix that.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. First, the listening problem. Second, mindset and sentence stress. Third, active practice techniques. And fourth, passive immersion and habits. We are going to build a really simple daily routine to completely change how you hear English.
Section 1. The listening problem. So, why is listening so difficult, yet so absolutely crucial? Well, listening is the true foundation of language learning. It's the bridge between the grammar rules you study in a textbook and the dynamic, real-world conversations you actually want to have. Think about it. If you can't understand what the other person is saying, you simply cannot communicate. It's a two-way street. But the reason it's so hard often has to do with the physical rhythm of the language itself.
And this brilliantly illustrates why English sounds so impossibly fast sometimes. Different languages have completely different rhythms. Many languages, like Spanish or Mandarin, are syllable-timed. This means they give equal weight and equal time to every single syllable, kind of like a steady drumbeat. But English is a stress-timed language. Native speakers emphasize key words in a rhythmic, bouncy beat, and they literally shrink or squeeze all the smaller, less important words into the spaces in between. That's why it sounds like everything is just blurring together.
This brings us to a really important concept called sentence stress. Sentence stress is when we emphasize the key, meaning-carrying words in a sentence, usually the nouns, the main verbs, the adjectives. We don't stress the little grammar words like prepositions or pronouns. For example, if I say, I've been living in this town just near London for years, I am really only stressing the words living, town, London, and years. To listen effectively, you have to stop trying to catch every single word. Instead, you must learn to listen for the meaning or the gist by focusing only on these stressed beats.
Section 2. Mindset and sentence stress. Let's pivot to the psychological side of language learning for a moment. Let me ask you, what do you usually do when you don't understand a speaker? Do you panic? Do you feel angry at yourself? Your mindset actually determines whether you'll keep practicing or just throw in the towel.
There is a fantastic thought from language expert Steve Kaufman that hits the nail on the head. He says, accept imperfection. You need repetition and novelty. If you're feeling frustrated right now, I really want to reassure you. The brain learns very, very gradually. It is completely normal to lose focus while you're listening. It is completely normal to miss details. Please, do not expect 100% comprehension right away. Accept the imperfection. Just keep exposing your brain to the language. Because over time, what sounds like pure noise today will become clear meaning tomorrow.
Moving on to Section 3. Active practice techniques. We've talked about the theory and the mindset. Now, let's introduce some focused, active strategies. Think of these techniques as a gym workout to really train your ears. And the core principle here is that repetition trains your brain. When you hear something just once, it's fleeting. But when you actively work with the audio, you build real comprehension muscles.
Here is a brilliant 5-step method from English teacher Tiffany using timestamps. Step 1. Find a topic you absolutely love. Step 2. As you listen, don't stop every single time you get confused. Just quickly write down the timestamp of the part you didn't understand. Step 3. Go back to those specific timestamps later and try to guess the meaning. Step 4. Look at the context right before and right after that moment to help you figure it out. Step 5. Listen to the whole thing one more time. By isolating small, difficult portions, you completely prevent yourself from feeling overwhelmed. It becomes totally manageable.
Another really powerful active technique is this 3-step subtitle strategy. Step 1. Watch a scene with the English subtitles turned on. This helps your brain match the sounds you're hearing to the written words. Step 2. Watch that exact same scene again, but this time, turn the subtitles off. Really force your ears to do the heavy lifting. Step 3. Watch something completely new without subtitles to test yourself. You see, transcripts and subtitles should only ever be used as training wheels for your ears. Eventually, if you want to ride on your own, you got to take them off.
Beyond subtitles, there are a few other amazing things you can try. You can do short dictations. That's listening to just 2 sentences and trying to write down only the stressed words. Another great tool is shadowing. This is where you pause the audio and immediately repeat what the speaker just said. This improves both your listening and your pronunciation at the exact same time. Also, remember that active listening involves your eyes too. Pay attention to nonverbal cues like facial expressions to help you guess the meaning. And finally, expose yourself to different accents. English is spoken all over the world, so let your ears become highly adaptable.
Section 4. Passive immersion and habits. Active listening is great, but let's be real. You don't always have the time or the energy to sit down with a notebook. That is exactly why daily, convenient listening practice that doesn't feel like homework is absolutely essential for your long-term success.
Now, what's really interesting about this is the sheer scale of the math. 10,950 minutes. If you listen to audio of real, natural English conversation for just 30 minutes a day, after one single year, you will have absorbed nearly 11,000 minutes of spoken English. That is a massive amount of exposure. And the absolute best part, it doesn't have to take up any of your valuable free time.
Let's contrast that massive number with a really common mistake learners make, relying only on movies. If you watch action movies to improve your English, remember that half the runtime is explosions, car chases, and, well, silence. To get roughly that same 10,000 minutes of spoken dialogue from movies, you would have to waste over 20,000 minutes of your free time just sitting on the couch waiting for people to talk. Passive listening to pure audio like podcasts or explainers is infinitely more efficient.
You can seamlessly integrate English audio into everyday moments to hit your daily exposure goals without any extra effort. You can listen while you're commuting to work, waiting in line at the grocery store, exercising at the gym, cooking a meal in the evening, or just going for a daily walk. By tying your learning to activities you already do, you practically guarantee that you will remain consistent.
So, the crucial point is how you actually put all of this together into a schedule. Here is a super simple, adaptable 5-day listening routine that perfectly combines those active and passive habits we just talked about. On Monday, focus on the big picture. Just listen to something for fun while you walk or cook. On Tuesday, focus on details. Re-listen to that exact same audio and try to catch new words. Wednesday is for subtitles. Watch an explainer with them on, then turn them off. On Thursday, practice shadowing. Pause the audio and repeat what you hear. And on Friday, just follow your passion. Enjoy an English movie, a sports game, or your favorite songs without any pressure at all. Today we learned that improving your listening skills isn't about talent. It's about consistent practice and using the right techniques. Remember, listen every day. Don't translate every word. Focus on the main idea. Repeat difficult audio. Use transcripts wisely. Practice shadowing regularly. If you practice these habits consistently, your listening skills will improve much faster than you think. So I'll leave you with this thought. What would you actually do with 20,000 extra minutes a year? Make listening a habit, not homework. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this lesson helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with other English learners. I'll see you in the next lesson. Goodbye.